I'm sorry that I said you were a jag, just a guy who's an average wide receiver they use a first-round pick on that isn't doing anything. I hope today that you actually show up in a way that you haven't showed up in the last couple of years since they drafted you.
9 drop. You lead the league in dropping the football, Jerry Jeudy. It's got to be frustrating to be 3-9 and have another losing season under Kevin Stefanski. And Kevin Stefanski, you're going to have a separate video for how awful of a coach you are. But something stood out in that game against the 49ers, and it's the fact that Jerry Jeudy, of all people, had a little bit of a snafu with my man Shedeur Sanders. Let's hear it, or see it, because we can't see it. You know, he's snapping at him. He's getting all right. Hey, right here, you see it on the film. You feel me? And Shedeur had to stand up. He had to stand up. Hey. Dog. Okay, so obviously you can't see it or you can't hear it, but you can see it. And let's go through that, right? Like, and somebody was saying, shout out to whoever said that, it's wrong. It's wrong. That's wrong. And he's saying that, and then Piocic, I don't know how to say his name, I gotta be honest with you, but the center has to be like, hey, just chill out, dog. Just chill out. But like, my issue is like, did he forget? Like, wait, did he forget what he did just a week ago? We ain't gonna get in there just yet. But Mr. I fumble the ball. When I get a wide open ball, it has problems apparently with Shedeur Sanders the next day. Do you got beef with what's really going on, right? So I started digging deeper. So after something like that and a snafu like that, and of course you had this ball, which some people said Jerry Jeudy actually pulled up, as you see him kind of meandering this way. Now this is very important. I want you to watch right here, top of the route. You know, he's right here, and so. Then he goes here, and people are saying, hey, Shedeur, you threw it too high. Now, what it looks like for me is that Jeudy is trying to drag this way, right? But Shedeur is like, oh, you got upfield, so let me give you a little more. And look at this. Okay, and people want to say, oh, it's the wind, it's this. Are you telling me if Jerry Jeudy doesn't lay out, forget just running the route the full way, are you this is within arm's reach? We acting like this is like 50 feet out the air. Yo, if you keep tracking the ball and don't lose track of the ball, that's one thing. And I think what Jerry Jeudy wants is he wants this ball thrown this way. Hey, Jerry Jeudy, you're running into somebody, Jerry Jeudy. I can't throw the ball to both of y'all. So, I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Did Jerry Jeudy pull up on this? Was this just an overthrow by Shedeur? Obviously, very windy day too, right? But man, Jerry Jeudy seemed to already be giving up on the route. He was already ready to slow down. So, you know what I'm saying? And Jerry Jeudy, of course, with a great body language after it, shaking his head, real upset about it, putting his head, hey, and that's a professional in this league, dog. By the way, this side note, shout out LeBron James. I don't know. I just had to put it in there since we glazing. Anyway, so let's hear what Shedeur Sanders had to say about the lack of chemistry between him and Jerry Jeudy.
It wasn't productive the second half offensively, so were you guys trying to do things differently to adjust to what San Francisco was doing?
Nah, of course we was running the ball. We ran the ball very well, and when we got in certain passing situations and field position, everything like that, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. It was a comfort level. I think, like as players and as teammates, we have to be able to gel with each other and be comfortable with each other in every situation. That takes time. That takes a lot of things. So, you know, this team is not going to be a microwave thing. You know, we're going to have sparks. We're going to have here and there, but it's going to take time to be able to develop that chemistry with everybody, to be on the same page with Jerry. You know, of course you want to be able to get him the ball, but you gotta understand it take time. I'm more of a trust person, you know, and that's just what it boiled down to. So we had to spend time on task and with all those guys and be able to trust and be able to see things at the same lens. A lot of time out there, I would say, passing wise, we're not seeing everything at the same lens, or guys, certain guys aren't in the same spot that we seen when we practice. Spot, I'm saying, like, who lined up where, if you put zero on this side, like, we just gotta just be comfortable and just make everything consistent.
So Shedeur is asking for consistency and comfortability, and I'm not mad at him at all, but it really kind of makes me confused with Jerry Jeudy specifically. If it was Harold Fannin, maybe. If it was, I don't know, Joe Bitonio, if it was somebody who not only had been in the league for a long time, but also is stamped in the league as somebody who does this at a high level, who's always on top of stuff. Jerry Jeudy is not the dude that's always on top of stuff. In fact, Jerry Jeudy has a long history of being a bum, or as Mr. Steve Smith calls it, a jag. So let's hear it.
Don't trade for Jerry Jeudy because he's mentally unable to handle constructive criticism from people who watch specifically, can he be a wide receiver? He could be a wide receiver. He's a tier 3. Go back into the studio. I'm done now. Thank you.
Hey man, I trust what legends have to say in the game, and Steve Smith is nothing undoubtedly than a legend. And obviously, when he said that, Jerry Jeudy got upset, and there was this whole back and forth, called him a jag, just a guy. But I was on Twitter, because y'all know I'll be on Twitter. And after the game, I was really expecting a lot of people to take Jerry Jeudy's side, just because, hey, he's the NFL player, XYZ. Maybe there's a lot going on, that we don't understand. This is a quarterback making his second official start. Maybe he made a mistake. It didn't really seem like there was a lot of grace given, though. It didn't really seem like a teaching moment, right? I feel like if, Joe Bitonio sat down and told Shedeur, he would be like, hey, this is what we need to do. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I say? Because Shedeur is an alpha guy. Like, he'll call somebody out. Go watch the Colorado Well-Offs. Hey, you ready to catch this ball? You know what I'm saying? To Will Shepherd or whatever. So he's a big boy. He can handle it. I'm not mad that he's sometimes tempers flare, right? That's all good and that's all gravy. Again, my issue is the messenger. My issue is the same player that multiple people were like, did Jerry Jeudy just pull up on that route? The same person who got a 39-yard reception and put the ball on the ground. Luckily, they won the game. The same Jerry Jeudy that could never flourish as a wide receiver one at the Denver Broncos. I'm not saying that Jerry Jeudy is wrong. Jerry Jeudy could have been in the perfect right. Shedeur is tripping, XYZ, right? That's very possible that could happen, right? I'm in agreement that that's a possibility. However, how you win a game, and at this point, this was the first drive. I want to stress that this is the first drive. After the first offensive drive, Jerry Jeudy's already getting hot and heated. It's like, yo, can we get settled in the game? Can I get the win right? Yo, can we? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just get on the same page. This is the second game I'm starting, right? And some people say, oh, well, he didn't give this to Dillon Gabriel. He wasn't expecting nothing from Dillon Gabriel. Like, let's just be honest. Everybody who's playing football knew not to expect anything more from Dillon Gabriel. I hate that we have to keep having this conversation. Like, y'all keep trying to prop Dillon Gabriel up like the NFL scouts didn't say he was a 4th or 5th round pick. Like the measurements in the NFL for a quarterback, that he's not completely underneath all of those measurements when it comes to speed, height, hand size, and everything else in between, arm talent, all that stuff. So I don't even want to have a conversation with Dillon Gabriel. He is the second string quarterback. He's a very respectable young man. But every single person watching football has decided that Shedeur Sanders is significantly better, and he's only played 10 quarters of football. So I don't really care what he did with Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel was a non-factor. Kevin Stefanski, if he was a half a decent coach, he wouldn't have reached in the 3rd round for a 4th or 5th round quarterback. But again, that's for people who watch football. I don't want to bore the non-football watchers and the Shedeur haters because that are looking for an excuse. But man, when I go, and some of these might be a little biased, but I wasn't cherry picking. I was just grabbing them. Why is Jerry Jeudy arguing on the sideline? Jerry Jeudy is a man. That's been the football word of the month, huh? Jerry Jeudy never reached his potential. Now he's crashing out on the sidelines on a team that's on his 3rd quarterback. Maybe that. Hey, to give Jerry Jeudy some bail, even though he apparently wasn't giving none to Shedeur. I will say it's probably rough being on your 3rd quarterback of the season in back-to-back years. Like. And I go back to saying this when people keep trying to tell me, well, the Browns are evaluating right. They know what they're doing. They're an NFL team that wants to win. Do y'all? And I don't want to get out of my frame about it, right? Because when people say those things, you're either rage baiting me or you don't watch football. And if you're new to NFL football, maybe you don't know about the fact that the Browns will out 7 different quarterbacks every year. This is not a crazy anomaly thing. The Browns do this. Now, this is the first time they've done it with multiple rookies from what I've known. But the Browns having instability at the quarterback position, that's just a part of the that's just a part of it. That's just a part of the game for them. That's how they get done. That's how they get nasty and get grimy, right? So for me, it's never been a surprise for that. And Jerry Jeudy shouldn't be surprised. Jerry Jeudy should be used to doing that. But I will say, hey, this is your 11th quarterback, Jerry Jeudy, for the Browns only. So I'll give you that bail. However, another one, I don't like Jerry Jeudy always shaking his head or crying every time a pass don't get completed to him. Dear Jerry Jeudy, it is a cold and windy day. The ball will carry at times. You don't have to walk off shaking your head and showing your quarterback up, particularly when you drop and fumble balls on a weekly basis. And let's not get the point that when Joe Flacco was in the game, right? When Dylan Gabriel was in the game, and I came here and said, hey, Dylan Gabriel, I'm sorry that you got a wide receiver one who wants to drop passes. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Jerry Jeudy have that interception from Joe Flacco where he threw the ball into the defender's hand? I think Jerry Jeudy got some overs and unders and some parlays. They might have to really investigate him. He's throwing balls to the defenders. He's dropping balls. He's complaining that on a windy day, balls get overthrown, right? And after his fumble, remember, this is what he said after fumbling a 39-yard play, jumping around, thinking that I don't know who to, just run forward, dog. But this is what the excuse was when he fumbled Shedeur's pass, right?
I see 3 defenders right now for the quick cross field. I ain't feeling behind me. Simple as that.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. You didn't think to hold on to the ball? I didn't feel him behind me. Well, Jesus. Well, Jesus. And here we go. Here is Jerry Jeudy, of course, shaking his head at Shedeur for not being able to make a throw. And he's going to shake his head on the sideline again like he's all big and all mad. Look, this is what I'm trying to paint. I'm trying to paint the idea. Oh, here we go. This is November 20th, 2025. Let's check out, according to PFREF, right, Pro Football Reference, here's the quarterback rating when targeting Browns wide receivers, tight ends, and running backs. Dylan Sampson, that boy nice, 102. Harold Fannin, that boy nice, 98. David Njoku, 88. Jamari Thrash, 87. Jerome Ford, 79. Quinshon Judkins, Cedric Tillman at 68.9. And then Jerry Jeudy, the QBR for Browns quarterbacks throwing to Jerry Jeudy. This is all of them. This is Dylan Gabriel. This is Joe Flacco. Every quarterback of the Browns this year, 39.6. It's almost like, Jerry Jeudy, you might be the problem. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. What about?
I'm sorry for saying that you're an average wide receiver that they eventually will move on, and when teams call me and asking should they trade for you, I will say no. Does that look familiar to y'all? Crashing out on referees, dropping balls. Does that look familiar? Hey, at least he dropped it and didn't fumble it, right? At least he dropped it and didn't fumble it. Another drop. I mean, there's a whole. This is from February 1st, 2025. They didn't just make this. They had a whole drop compilation from Jerry Jeudy. And again, he had a season year last year with the Browns. But I gotta be honest with you, I think it's in spite of Jerry Jeudy. But y'all let me know how y'all feel. Should Jerry Jeudy be this animated? Should he do that? I'm all good with him, with Jerry Jeudy. Hey, give Shedeur some tough love. Make him grow up in the league faster. I like that. I like, especially coming from a teammate. There's nobody you're gonna learn more appropriate learning, right? You're not gonna get more appropriate love and care in that hard love than from somebody who wants to see you succeed, because you succeeding puts more money in their pockets, right? But it's hard for me to think that Jerry Jeudy is doing anything of that, especially when from NFL Network, this is what we heard
in the morning. This was this morning, November 30th, right?
The Shedeur Sanders effect is real. And as he makes his home debut today, that brash confidence that sometimes makes him polarizing, his teammates tell me is a superpower, and they feed off of it. Defensive tackle Malik Collins said he's built for this. Shedeur is built for the pressure. He said he sounds just like his dad, but it's natural. He said, you saw that 50-yard completion last week and Myles Garrett's reaction? That's all of us on defense. We've been waiting all year for this. And I'm told Sanders has been leading walkthroughs mentally, 6, 7 a.m. with his teammates, trying to get their chemistry, their timing up to speed. And we talked about that spark. Running back Dylan Sampson told me Shedeur Sanders has that effect. He can bring the energy out of you. When we're on the field together, we play loose, we play fun, we play like brothers. And we plan to play like that today.
So, you know, and shout out to this because, you know, the people were supporting Shedeur. I just had to, you know what I'm saying, put this on. I'm going to end this here. It's so interesting to me that everybody who's a Browns teammate has positive things to say about Shedeur. Everybody continues to rave about it. You're hearing comments about him not just being at workout, because it's whatever. You're at walkthroughs, workouts. Everybody has to be No. Leading walkthroughs. Giving a spark to a defense. These are elite players at the top of their position saying, hey, this guy gives us that spark. Shout out to Malik Collins. Hope you get better, brother. I know he had I think, a knee situation. Hope he's all good and great. But it's hard for me to think that Jerry Jeudy isn't the problem. At what point do you look at yourself and say that, hey, I was unwanted with the Broncos. They shipped me off to go to die, right? Because that's if you get traded to Browns, they send you to die. That's what they do, right? I forgot where that quote's from, but that's what they do when they send you to the Browns. They send you to die, right? And you're the one having issues. You're the only one apparently that doesn't have positive things to say about Shedeur. You're the only person that doesn't see those things. And now you're beefing with Shedeur so much that a center has to step in and say, "Hey, dog, like, are you good? Like is everything all right? Dog, you're dropping the ball." Jerry Jeudy, I hope you play better football. I really do. I hope Steve Smith don't go off on your ass again for fumbling a 39-yard reception last week, having a bunch of wait, hold up. Oh, wow. Dang, man. That's crazy. That's real crazy. I just want to make sure I wasn't speaking out of line or out of time. But I go by most drops in the 2025 regular season with 80 targets, right? 80 targets. God, Brian Thomas, Lord have mercy. Anyway, with 80 targets, is anyone close? CeeDee Lamb with 81 targets, 77. I'm trying to see if there's anybody with less targets in the vicinity, and I don't see it. 9 drops. You lead the league in dropping the football, Jerry Jeudy. So how about you figure it out, right? But before you start flying off the handle, because I don't think anybody's going to want to sign you if you lead the league in drops and you have a deep history of flipping out like a little kid on the sideline. But hey, good luck. Have fun. We'll see you next time. Peace.